Hi, this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu once again. Thank you for the tremendous response to our YouTube channel. We have been getting more and more views, and all of you have been commenting, and thank you very much for the kind of comments that you make. We make it a point to reply to most of you. I had asked for suggestions from all our viewers as to what kind of videos you prefer. And so far, we've done about 100 videos. And from that, we get a kind of an idea as to what kind of videos you like. And a lot of you have written to me and you have been telling me that you like to have some case studies of how builders have cheated the original members of cooperative housing societies. So I have decided to give you a lot of case studies. Today will be the first of its kind, and we will give you many case studies. So let me also appeal to all our viewers that if you are cheated by a builder and without any fault of yours, if the builder is cheating you, please give details of your cooperative housing society and we shall give a voice. Take your voice to the people and take your voice to the people who matter so that you get justice. Today we are going to discuss about a society which was built way back in 2000, much before 2011, when this building was built more than 40 years ago. This building is very close to the sea near Haji Ali. In 2011, what happened was it had a retaining wall. It was touching the Malabar Hills, and the Malabar Hills was right behind this building. The building had 70 members, and the Malabar Hills, between the building and the Malabar Hills was a retaining wall, because as you know, the Malabar Hills is a fragile ecosystem. To ensure that no untoward incident happens, there was a retaining wall between the building and the hill which is there in the background. In the year 2011, the retaining wall suddenly collapsed. The building had three wings, A, B and C. And B and C wings were damaged due to the collapse of the retaining wall. Funnily enough, within 2 days of the damage that happened to the building, within 2 days, I don't think it takes, no decision can be taken in such a jiffy. The collapse of the retaining wall, and within 2 days, the cooperative housing society's 70 members take a decision that the entire building should be demolished. I must tell you that I visited this site in 2011. I personally, with my kind of architectural background and my kind of knowledge of buildings and my kind of experience in handling these kind of structures, I, with a team of architects and structural engineers in 2011, inspected this building. And I thought that the damage that was done by the retaining wall could be made good in 3-4 months' time, and the building could be made good enough for stay of existing residents. But in a surprise move, within 2 days of the collapse of the retaining wall, the members themselves took a decision that all the three wings to be demolished. The B and C wings were at least suffering some damage. A wing had no damage whatsoever. And the B and C wing, the portions which were damaged could have been repaired so that the building could have lasted for 3-4 years. By the time the members could have taken a decision with regard to who should develop the building. But this did not happen. And funnily enough, within 15 days of the demolition of the retaining wall, not only a decision to demolish the building was taken, but a decision to appoint a builder was also taken. In normal course of time, every cooperative housing society wants to go to a developer, has to follow certain norms. And the cooperative department has set up these norms. It's the government's mandatory norms. And under these norms, what the society has to do is to appoint a professional, an architect or a PMC, who would then examine the entire building and take a stock of the building and decide what is the potential of the building and decide how much area the existing residents have and how much more the residents would get, and then advertise for builders, and then one of the builders who applies for it should have been taken. Here, no process seems to have followed. There are a lot of rumors. We don't know whether these rumors are true. But the members of the society have told me very clearly that one of the managing committee members was indeed an employee or working with the concerned builder. So he said, I'm working with this builder, I will bring this builder, and you sign with him and you do it. You all know that in normal course, when a building goes in for redevelopment, the builder gives the residents much more than what they are presently occupying. However, in this case, the builder said, no, if you are occupying 100 square feet flat, you are entitled to 80. That means you take a 20% cut in whatever you are occupying now. In all the buildings in Mumbai, there is 30%, 35%, 40% increase. For the first time, we see that the members agreed to take a 80% cut, and then the builder said that I will give you another 10%, so making it 90%. Funnily enough, he said that he is not making any money. He is doing it as a charity, and he is only doing to ensure that the people are accommodated and their convenience is not, they are not put to any inconvenience, and that he is doing it as a social service. Little did the people know that the builder was very well aware that there was a move on the part of the government to water down the CRZ norms. In CRZ, any building gets 1.33 FSI in the island city. Over and above this 1.33 FSI, they are entitled to flower beds, they are entitled to balconies, they are entitled to niche, they are entitled to drying balcony, they are entitled an additional area for staircase, they are entitled additional area for lift block, they are entitled an additional area for common passages. All this are over and above the FSI that is consumed. This was the rules when the CRZ norms were followed. However, the government of India in a move decided that the CRZ norms should not be followed and all buildings which go for redevelopment in the coastal areas will be entitled to the same FSI which the other buildings in that area get. So the total land that is occupied by this society was about 2,700 or 2,800 square meters. And the present occupied area with all the buildings was about 28,000 or 29,000 square feet. What the developer was saying was, we will accommodate you in 25,000 square feet and we will take the remaining 5,000-6,000 square feet. We will sell it and we will cover the cost and there is no profit. However, as the time went on, the CRZ norms were diluted. The government of India decided that the CRZ should not be followed, the old rules need not be followed. Even in the coastal zone area, in case of redevelopment, the decision was taken that if the redevelopment is made for the people to ensure that their houses, they don't lose their houses, then they shall be entitled. They shall be entitled whatever is the market area. So initially, when they signed the agreement with the builder was entitled 30,000 square feet for sale. This was not considered at all. What they were told is he's hardly getting 5,000 or 6,000 square feet. And under the new rules, which are now into force and for which the government of Maharashtra has couple of months ago written a letter to the government of India, and the government of Maharashtra is awaiting the decision from the government of India in this purpose. The same building will get 90,000 to a lakh of square feet to build. And the agreement with the existing members is barely to give them 25 to 30,000 square feet, which means the developer will get 60 or 70,000 square feet to sell, which he would sell at 50,000, 60,000, whatever, and make 2-3,000 crores. And the members are made to believe that there is nothing coming out of that. And what made the members sign on the dotted line? Just the agreement that he will give them the rent. And the rent was between 80,000 rupees a month and 1 lakh of rupees a month. Assuming on an average 1 lakh, some people were also promised 1,20,000. Assuming for an average, if it is 1 lakh rupees a month multiplied by 70 members, so 70 lakhs per month, so around 8 to 9 crores per year in from 2011 into whatever is the present time, the total money that may have gone 2-3 years ago, he stopped paying the rent, but till then at the most he may have spent 50 or 60 crores of rupees. So he went back to the people and said that now I cannot afford to give you even 90% of what you are occupying. You have to enter into agreement with me to further reduce from 90%. Means if your flat is of 700 square feet, earlier they said that we'll give you 620. Then he is saying that no, even 620 I can't afford. I want to make it less than 500 or 550. And if you don't do it, you won't get any rent. The people who have gone on rent for 1 lakh of rupees or 80,000 rupees per month had nowhere to go. And just because their rent was being given, they signed earlier also on the dotted line. Only one of the residents, who was backed with another two, went to the court And the court saw that these people were cheated. Remember, the 70 members did not go to the court against the builder. Just one member, backed by another 2-3 members, went to the court. And the court found that there was total fraud. And the court only asked the builder to pay the rents. The builder promised that he will pay the rent and promised that 5 crores would be paid. The 5 crores was not paid. He promised to give checks. The checks were given, but checks bounced. The money was not there. 5 crore or 6 crore worth checks were given, and even 1 crore was not in the bank. Look at the way the builders are cheating. Look at the way the builders are cheating. And the members continued. The court is saying that the builder is unable to do and complete this thing, but court says it is astounding and amazing as to why the managing committee still wants to give time to the builder. The court cannot perhaps say the obvious which the members feel. A common man who understands redevelopment would naturally feel that there is some link between the managing committee and the builder. And that is why they were always giving time and time, despite the builder giving them a bad deal. So when the court gave a final ultimatum, then the managing committee thought that now the court may constitute an inquiry or so. And so the managing committee terminated the builder. And now the managing committee wants to appoint some other builder who's a Hyderabad-based builder. There are some members who told me that the new builder is also someone who's hand in glove with the old builder. Some people told me that the new builder has no wherewithal, no one knows who he is or whether he is capable enough to do. Some people told me that they are all waiting for the CRZ laws to be removed. So if the CRZ laws get removed, then in place of 2,800 square meter of land will get them at least 90,000 to 1 lakh square feet. And even if they give 30,000 square feet, still 70,000 would be available to sale. And so they are waiting for the new CRZ norms to come in, which central government has approved. The plan from Chennai has come. The plan has been approved. The state government has approved the new CRZMA plan, and this has been sent to central. Now only the Ministry of Environment's clearance is required. And on this particular land, where the people are presently occupying 700 square feet, they may get only 500 square feet, and the builder will get 3 times, 4 times the area to sell. And none of the members are willing to protest. None of the members are willing to come out, and none of the members are willing to bell the cat. One member who spoke to me on the condition of anonymity said that the builder's employee stays in the building and he has such a pressure on the people that they do not allow people to say and do what they want. I don't know what the fact is. I'm going by what people are telling me. I'm going by what small little papers that I've collected. I'm going by what the High Court judgments are in this case. I'm going by what the DC rules say today. And on the basis I'm reporting back to you on what I feel is the correct thing to do. The best thing to do for the people is already they have lived 10 years out of the house. Some of them have gone out of Mumbai. Some of them are staying in Pune. Some of them are staying with relatives. There is a problem. But now if they agree on the same terms, then they will lose and they will be cheated of thousands of crores of rupees which the builders will take away. One builder has been removed in his place, another builder will come. the managing committee seems to be playing a game, and the members only want rent, and once they get rent, they are willing to sign on everything. I think it is really pathetic. This is not happening in Dahisar or Bhandup or Mulund or some godforsaken place in Maharashtra. This is happening in the primest of the prime areas of Mumbai, in Malabar Hill area, near the sea, near Haji Ali, very close to almost 100 meters from the race course. And people are being cheated. This is daylight robbery. Thugs of the first order have taken over the society's members, and are not permitting them to do what they want. That is the tragedy of Mumbai. That is the tragedy of redevelopment, my friends. And this is the first case study. We shall come with more case studies. Here at least there was an excuse of the CRZ, which subsequently was removed. Perhaps we can give the benefit of doubt to people that in 2011 they perhaps did not know. But the collapse of the wall, and within 2 days you take a decision to demolish the full building without even inspecting the full building and checking whether the building could have been put to reuse. I have personally inspected the building after the damage was done by the retaining wall, and I personally believe that some portion could have been demolished and the rest could have been salvaged, not for permanently, but at least till the time they took a final decision on whether they could get a good developer. They could have advertised for the developer and got it, but they did not. The one who gave them the rent first, they went to him, and this is what happens. So it is very important that you need to have a person at the helm of a cooperative housing society who's honest. He may not be very knowledgeable. He may not have 200 degrees from foreign universities and other things, but he should be honest to his members. He should not be a person who would be hand in glove with the developers. He should not be a person who would sell the society and their members' interest to support their own selfish motives. Please, for heaven's sake, in redevelopment, ensure that you select people in your society who are genuinely honest and who have integrity. Otherwise, what happened in this building in Haji Ali, since 2011 they are on the streets. Last 3 years they have not been paid the rent. They don't know where to go. And we really don't know whether their work will start next year, or whether in another 2 years, 3 years, 5 years or 10 years they will ever get their flats back. The government has said that we are waiting for the CRZ norms to be revoked. We have written to the central government. The central government says yes, we are going to decide. We have taken a decision that in CRZ area redevelopment will be permitted as per the normal permissible FSI. Under the normal permissible FSI, the developer will get a lakh of square feet on this particular land. He could easily give 35 or 40% extra. That means if you had a 700 square feet, you could get 1,000 square feet flat. But for that, the members need to wake up and understand that they are being cheated. If they wake up and if they know that they are being cheated, and if they realize, then this could be one of the best redevelopment projects. Otherwise, this will go down in history as a project where the original members have been cheated. So this is one case study which I have placed before you. I shall place many more case study. Any one of you feel similarly builder has cheated you, please write to us. We shall talk about your case study. With this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu bidding you au revoir. promising you that we will come up with many more posts and we will expose all the wrongdoers. Bye for now.